models, like when you use Java and other different tools and technologies. So where do you see in like the future of Java, like in coming together with the DevOps? Because you have DevOps and then you have the object-oriented language. Like, where do you see like how they integrate each other? Like,
See, okay, well, good question. See, if you see, Java is having a bright future in terms of it is supported by a company, great company called Oracle, right? Ours is
Mhm.
have the strong base supported by Oracle, so it's easy for the industry to accept this. Second point, ours is open and free. So if you see when you're talking about DevOps, it's just a mindset or it's a framework. It's not a technology. So our Java is open source and there are many plugins. Anybody can contribute to the community. So if you see most of the DevOps tools, which is very well aligned to Java. For example, take another example of microservices. When microservices come to the picture, Java is one of the first player who come up with something called Spring Boot, right?
Mhm.
So which is again based on Java language. And when it comes to when you develop software, most important part is a quality. When it comes to quality, think about Sonar. We have the static code analyzer, which you can integrate in your IDE plugin, which will itself during the development, when developer writing a single lines of code, it will show how well I'm writing the code. Then when I'm developing, that's fine. I don't have any static code blockers. Then when it will come to I'm developing to do unit testing, think about JUnit. Something you can do again in front of your development IDE, which is there itself will show the percentage of code coverage you have done, right? If we keep this in mind, then again, if we come to Jenkins and some of the other free and open softwares, including if we move to whether it's the Dockers or Nexus, which is the jar repository, as well as you have Kubernetes, other thing. So if you see almost all the tools available, tool chains available in DevOps, all aligned towards Java.
Okay, yeah, I got your point. So thanks for clarifying that. But just a quick questions, like you can say it's kind of a teaser. Like if you see the time now, like I would say, like just visualize on a clock, it's actually 15 minutes past 3 o'clock. So what is the angle between the hour hand and the minute hand? You see.
Okay, so Sanjay, to clarify whether I understood the question. So question is,
Mm-hmm.
time is 3:15 now on the clock. So what is the angle
Yes.
between hour hand and minute hand?
Yes.
Okay, so Vancha, can you allow me 30 seconds to either use my pen and paper or think about it, how I'll come up with the solution?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sure. Sure. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Give me 1 minute. I'll just get my charger.
Sure. Yes,
Yes.
Vancha, can I explain?
Yes. Yes.
Well, so if you see the clock, we have 1 o'clock is starting from 12 again, end with 12, which is 12 hours. So totally 360 degree. And if we take a 5 minutes block, that means we have total 12 blocks, 5 minutes, 12 blocks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So as we have total 30 degrees, so if I divide by 12, then I'll get the each 5 block will have 360 by 12, which will be 30 degrees. So I got now the angle between my 3:15 that 3 o'clock, line 3 as well as line 4. That means this 5 minutes block I got 30 degree. And as already time passed 15 minutes, so that means my minute hand will be in the exactly at 3 o'clock position, right? But my hour hand little passed. That means my hour hand almost 1/4 of 5 minutes block passed. So that means here I have to do 30 degrees divided 4. That is 7.5 degrees.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I think that makes sense. So, I think you have like involved in so many activities and the challenges. So is there any like you had any time recently that you have to make a difficult choice between your personal life and
Banja, I'm not able to hear you.
can you hello? Can you hear me
Yes, I am.
now?
Yes.
What I'm asking, you have any situations faced recently where you had to make a choice between your personal and professional life? It could be a difficult choice, maybe something you have to manage between these two things, but you can choose only one.
Oh, well, so see, as a leader, it's my responsibility to manage my personal life as well as professional life, right? It's my responsibility how I can balance both, right? So to do that, I always ensure that I spend 8 to 9 hours in the office to do hard and smart work to ensure I achieve the goal for the day, so that I can come to home in the evening. I can spend some quality time with family, because you know that you never ever develop great products with unhappy people. So I need to be happy to deliver better to my customers and to my employer. So I always balance that. But at the same time, as you ask that, I have to prioritize one. Though we have to work on both, there is nothing like you can compare one or other. But if you say that, then definitely I prioritize first is my family life, because if I'll be happy in my family life, then I can do better in my professional life.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That. Thanks for clarifying that. So I think we are kind of towards, we have already spoken 25, 30 minutes. So I'm kind of almost done. So anything like, why do you want to join our Yuma consulting organization?
Well, that's a good question. So I want to join your company for specific for 3 reasons. First, you are a clear leader in the industry. I have studied about your organization in detail, especially in respect of your values, where your company gives client centricity, integrity, and teamwork. These values are aligned to my own. Second, the kind of expertise you expect for this role to deliver the great software. So I have the proven expertise to deliver these softwares. So as my expertise aligned to this role, so that's why I'm interested for your company. And third, so your mission says that to transform business to your customers. So this is something I'm excited to work on.
Yeah, so that is good, but I see like you are already doing good in your organization. So why you want to leave your organization and kind of it will be a kind of again adventurous for you to join and do a different things. So why you were planning to change?
Oh, that's a good question. So I always try to break the comfort zone. And why I want to leave my current organization? Again, there is specially for 3 reasons. First, at my current organization, I have expanded my professional skill set and built great relationships. after working with the company for last 7 years, recently it clear to me that I want to work in a different environment with different people to contribute, learn and grow. Second, the kind of expertise you expect, this is because this looks like you are developing a new product for the market. So are this a new product? I'm sure it will have sufficient challenges for me to learn and grow. And third, due to COVID-19, most of my components of my program got closed. So as the components has been closed, and now as per my region 1, I want to work in a different environment and different company. So I decided to prioritize searching job outside as compared to searching something inside.
Okay. Yeah, I think. Is there anything you would like to know like you have any questions for me?
Yes, Manja, I do have some questions.
Go ahead.
What do you like about working with Yuma Consulting?
No, repeat. Can you come again?
What do you like about working with Yuma Consulting?
So I think our if you see like most of the things as you also mentioned, we are leader in our industry domain, and then the second point I would say that the work culture is it's open culture. Anything can do whatever they want. There is no restrictions. You can even create like you can go out of your way and do whatever you want. So there are a lot of liberty, and you can prove there is no restrictions on your promotions or the way you deliver your work. So that's what I like the culture here, and that's what many people innovate new things. So that's why that is the key things I would say for Yuma Consulting.
Oh, good to hear you are having such a empathetic culture. I'm looking forward to work with the company. And Vancha, how is your company response to the current COVID-19 crisis and supports its employees and clients?
So our company is little differently positioned. So during this COVID-19, we are actually helping our client proactively, like who are suffering to manage their supply chain, or because we innovate to always our product is based on the constraint management. So it is always that, and it's kind of we have the liberty, like you deliver your work no matter where you are. So I think most of the like 80-90% people, they are working from home, connecting and delivering. And it was there before also. There was no constraint. So that's how it is going. And for our company, employee is the first priority even than customer. So that's how like we are dealing with COVID.
Okay, good to hear that. What do you want me to accomplish in the first 90 days?
So I would say, like, I think this will be a new product portfolio we're trying to build. So it will make sense, like when you come on board, or you need to understand the existing product portfolio and understand how it works, because most of the innovation will be around the similar platform, but new things or innovations will be because the platform will be same. And on the same platform, you will be announcing new things and try to see the market trend, research, all the things. You need to collaborate with the first thing is, I would say, like we need to understand more on the product portfolio that we have. I think that will help you to think in a similar line.
Okay, looks a challenging work. I have done the similar work earlier. I'm confident that I'll be a good fit for this role.
Yep, yep. I think we'll let you know. So I think nice talking to you, and thanks for your time. We'll get back to you soon.
Okay, sounds good. And Vanjo, I want to make sure that I'm giving insight into me, which will help you to decide where I'm the right person for the job. So keeping that in mind, do you have any other question for me?
I think I am covered most of the things, and I'm good for now. I think we had a good conversation. It's almost 30-40 minutes. So yeah, I think I'm almost done. Uh, Unless you have anything.
Oh, that's all the question I have for you. And thank you so much for your time.
Okay. Yeah, thank you for your time. I think we'll connect soon.
Okay, sounds good. You
Okay.
take care.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Yes, bye.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So, Chinu, what is next? We will. Murli is still there.
Yes, yes, I'm here. I'm waiting for the offer.
Yeah. So, what next,
to ask,
Murli?
sorry,
So, okay, what I'll
I'm not
suggest,
audible. I
uh,
did some part. Can you please repeat?
yes. So, Chinu, what I'll suggest, let's go the detailed analysis, like open and transparent. What things need to be improved and what things went well, so that students and others can learn. And the point to let's put something. It's a ground rule. Don't think that it's Vanja and Murli. Think that from person A and B are having conversation about or over an interview. Let's think that what things went well, so that everybody can learn. And second point, and where things should be improved. Again, to suggest others, especially the students, so what they should focus on or how to improve. So I think if these two things will analyze, then I am sure it will help everybody.
Yes. So by the time you both were continuing with the communication, I have taken few points for the notes, which I would to all the participants in this call, so that mostly to the students. I hope it will be beneficial for them while appearing the interviews. Okay, if I'll share my points.
Yes, go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, Chinu, go ahead. Chinu, are you able to hear me? Hello. Hey,
Yes, sir. My voice is clear now? Yeah,
Chinu
I'm
is
able.
breaking,
Hello.
Murli. No, in between you are breaking. So I think, yeah, you can speak now, Chinu.
I think some network issues.
It's
Okay.
audible, Chino. What you can
Okay.
do is you can
So
switch
coming
off
to
your
the
video because you switch on. If you switch on your
yeah,
video, it'll actually kill a lot of bandwidth. You can switch off your video and talk.
yes. Thank you. Okay. So coming to the analysis part, I request all the students to be focused while you are appearing for an interview. Don't lose your calm. Be focused and be patient while answering the question. And as you have seen that for the past three to your focus, be to the point while answering your questions. And the second point is, if you are getting confused somewhere in between, and or you haven't heard the question till now, don't take a pause or don't hesitate. Just politely ask for the repetition. Third point is, uh, that expertise you have responded very well. That
Hey, I'm not able to hear Chinu. Siddharth, Vanja, are you able to hear it clearly?
No, she is breaking, Mullu.
Okay. Okay. Chinu is not breaking. Chinu's voice is breaking. Hey, Chinu, your voice breaks in between. Hello?
She can't.
Yeah,
Okay.
Murli and Vanja, I think we will proceed. First of all, thanks for a nice interaction here and
I said that he
taking us through the process. As we
is
had
working
discussed,
done in Java, and what are the current technologies that can be related? Sorry,
Chinu, we lost you completely.
I-
So I think, yeah, we lost you completely. Okay,
Yes.
so it
Right.
is difficult to make sense now
Oh,
because you have
am I audible now?
your voice was not clear. Now it is fine. I think let's proceed with questions from students. Yeah,
Okay, I'm just taking the pause for network issues. So let's take it over to the student side. I'm just pausing here. Yes.
no questions, students?
Okay, let's discuss. So time to time, if they will have question, then we'll take it up.
Yeah.
I think for everyone's information, and this is also not kind of just random things. So we are not kind of uh, planned these questions. Like it was actually real interview, you can say, because all the questions was kind of random. Murli was also not knowing what was these questions. Though we discussed, but it was not very much a script.
Yeah, I could make out that. I think the emphasis again goes back to the first impression that the candidate is making. Okay, and when the time comes to introduce yourself, everyone, I hope you have listened the candidate how the introduction was going on. So and how the interviewer was taking it as well. So some crisp points we need to keep there. Okay. See, the first thing what Murli told from I'm a MCA from Utkal University. Take pride in the institution you have studied in. Take pride in that. Okay, and keep something very interesting that will keep the interviewer focus on you. That something interesting you are telling in the introduction part. The first icebreaker question is the most important, is what I felt. And I felt, I think, yeah, Murli could have improved a little bit there.
Yes, Tushar bhai.
Yeah.
Which part?
When introducing yourself part, the first question.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah. I felt in between the interviewer lost interest on the introduction and started with the next question. I think we have to keep the interviewer interested in what we are talking and introducing ourselves. It's a very good thing to start with the institution we have studied in, and then little bit. I think keeping a small introduction about your personal thing also is a good thing. Okay, quickly giving us update on the family is also a good thing. Is what it's a personal view. I feel okay at the family level how I am placed, and then quickly jumping into the professional thing. I would divide it into three parts. Part one, where I have studied in, take pride in from where we have come. Part two, as a person, how I want to introduce myself. Okay, a quick update on my family. Third is jump into the professional thing, a quick update on my professional thing, and something interesting that I want the interviewer to know about myself.
Yeah, so Tushar, one point I want to add here, like Murli did explain everything. So, but little bit like as we discussed, right? Maybe when we speak more things on that, right, on the project and things, maybe that we Murli could have got maybe 2-3 lines. Yeah, I think you you catch got that.
Yeah, I think Siddharth or somebody in our previous session, somebody was telling if you have to prepare 100 times, prepare your introduction 100 times. Okay, however time you practice it, it becomes less. Okay, this I'm telling from experience as well. We have to keep thinking about this, how we want to introduce ourselves. What are things we want the interviewer to know about ourselves? In that 30 seconds or 1 minute or 1.5 minutes, what we want the interviewer to know about ourselves. Very important, guys. Keep thinking about it, keep it prepared, okay, and practice it. That is going to be one of the most crucial things at the start of the interview.
Yes, correct. So that is a good point. So a student has to make a note. You can speak little about family, though for experience it may not be required. The point one, as Tushar highlighted, and second point, when it's coming to see, for example, when introducing about experience, then it will come when I am qualified for the job. So for this, always students keep in mind for introduction, it's 2 to 3 minutes you can speak. So Vanja stopped me when I completed just 20 to 30 seconds. So Vanja might have given some more time, but most of the time you will get at least 2 to 3 minutes unless interviewer will stop you. So you have to be little elaborated, maybe you can highlight what kind of person you are. Maybe something like, over the years, I have developed into an employee or into a student who not can only work under pressure to meet deadlines, but I am a strong team player. I have competent problem solving skills. I can work well with difficult stakeholders or the customers or team members.
And Tushar, one point is like people like whoever is taking interview, he may be in a different things, right? He will listen you though you are try your best to impress the interviewer, but sometimes maybe he is not that kind of person that he will. But yeah, so as you said, like the preparation is must, but other side also is there, right? The way the interview respond.
Right. This is like same in the first 2-3 line. What I want to present, that is the thing. What thing I want to tell. I can tell. Okay, my name is this. I have my experience is this, or I am a student. I have learned this. I can stop there, or I can decide to tell something interesting about me in that part. Okay, this is all depending on me. What I want to tell to the interviewer. So we have to think about it and keep something interesting that will that will be there in the mind of the interviewer. Yeah, this person spoke about this. Okay, because
Yeah.
no question is trivial in an interview. I think no question is trivial. Okay.
Yeah, right, Tushar, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
hi, Vikram here. Yeah, so if I am allowed, I could make some point. So uh, can I share some
Hey, go ahead,
experiences of
Vikram.
mine? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Mulli bhai. So actually, I have been an active member in my company as a technical interviewer. So I have some experiences how people should respond these things. So I would like to share to particularly MCA students. See, I have interviewed the students of Silicon, IJD, Sarang, and Gita, and frequently I'm also taking interviews these days online. So my experience is, see, as a MCA student, my expectation is high. For example, from Silicon, there is civil engineer student, mechanical engineer students, all are come for interview. So when someone says I am from MCA, my expectation is much higher from them. So if you actually, I come basically, I ask the fundamental stuff, and basically people hesitate to answer fundamental stuff. They are more interested in some programming. For example, I am good at Java, but in fundamental level, they are weak. Second thing, so communication is very much important, I think, because that makes impression. And third thing, when you are answering something, you should be genuine. For example, recently I have interviewed a guy. I asked him, how much would you like to rate yourself out of 10 in MongoDB? He told me 7. So I asked question accordingly, but he knows very few in that particular field. So that makes a very bad impression actually. So you should be genuine, you should be good at communication, and your facial expression also matters, how much you confident. And if you are belong to MCA particularly, you are targeted. It is my experience. So that's it actually. Thank you.
Good, Vikram. Thanks for sharing. So who else? Anybody else wants to share?
Murli Partha here, 2017 batch.
Yes, Partha. Go
Uh,
ahead.
so, one suggestion from for this introduction question part. So students, if they can do a practice as Dusar shared, last session we discussed many times, as many they can, but they can do a video recording on their mobile phone right now. I mean, in this time basically, or they can do practice in front of mirror. Basically, I used to do a mobile video recording, so they can judge themselves, like my body language or my communication, my facial expression, all this should be correct. So they need to experience their side because they cannot see while they're speaking. So the eye contact and all to the camera, because currently there is online intervention going on. Better to have the practice in front of camera at least 10 times minimum, and they can send us to anyone. I mean, basically in the interview panel, either Bhanji bhai, Tushar bhai, or Rashmi, whoever, they can judge it, like whether it's good or they need some improvement. It's up to them.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a good
that's it.
point. Partha, when I was sitting and looking into the camera, how was it? The
Yeah,
mob,
yeah, exactly right. That's the
no,
view actually. You're looking at the camera and not to the screen. So that's good actually.
okay.
Murli,
So
one
then,
observation from that is I think students would have also observed. Being a candidate, your body language was showing, yeah, the confidence in you. It was showing, and most of the time you looked focused. Okay, there was no distraction. That we need to make sure. That is a learning thing. You were very composed, and it also showed, yeah, you were trying to, yeah, get into the question, and you were confidently answering it. So the body language there, I think the interview dressing sense, and having a positive attitude, whether it is greeting the interviewer or getting familiar with him, when an opportunity comes to a question, I think you took that opportunity well. So body language side, it was spot on, okay, and the confidence was visible on the face. Okay, we didn't see any time a distraction or a moment where there is a lack of confidence. We never saw that. That's a good one.
Okay. So guys, then one thing as we are discussing about this part, how to focus. Can you see my video? I'll just show you. Can you see my video?
Yes, Murli, you can see it.
Yes.
Okay. So wanted to highlight. See, because if I use table or computer chair, so what will happen, especially to the for video interview? See what will happen, table is low, right? If I'll sit, then what will happen, my face has to come down. So to make it a proper, my eyes, my camera should parallel to my eyes. To make it happen, you can see what kind of adjustment I did. This is, can you see that? I'll show you. This is my daughter's piano, that stand. So what I did in that piano stand, to make to my height, I just adjusted that and keep one that slab, I kept it, and in the slab I kept some books. Why books? Because again, when you use the laptop or tablet, the camera, that what do you call this one, camera clarity is low, right, as compared to mobile phone. That's why I used mobile phone, so that the pixel, because mobile phone pixels are better as compared to laptop or tablet. So to keep my camera on a standstill position so that it should not move, then I kept some books, so that, see, you can see I kept this side so that I can adjust, so it will not come fall left side, and this side I kept so that it will stand properly, camera, and this side I kept so that it should not fall forward, right? So this is the adjustment I did, so that for couple of reasons. First thing, my camera height should be come to my eye, parallel camera, and eyes should be in parallel. And second thing, it should not fall. I adjusted some workaround books, I kept it. And the other part, I use the mobile phone, so that pixel is better in mobile as compared to laptop or tablets. And even if you can see this, I use the not the laptop chair, but I use this plastic stool. You can see this plastic stool, so that the height little bit more. So this is the plastic stool I use. This one, where is that? Yes.
Good
So,
trick, Murli.
Nice jugaad, Murli.
okay, good then. And also,
Yeah, hi Murli bhai. Abhishek here.
yes, go ahead.
Yeah, can I suggest something to the students that they are
Hey,
right now current batches?
yes, go ahead.
Yeah, see this, apart from this introduction and the theoretical questions, these are the like definitely a basic thing to prepare, because these are the starting points for the interview. Apart from that, in a like student perspective, I would like to suggest them that they should also practice some online these coding competitions, or from the very basic level, like string manipulations, array manipulations, any kind of, like we have some good websites are there, like HackerRank, HackerEarth, and Tutorials Point, some of them. So what it basically do, it enhance their logical skills, because in programming, in like normally in the interviews right now, on the first round itself, to just filter out the students, if more number of students are there, they used to give a HackerEarth or HackerRank this practice set questions. So there you will be like filtered out, basically whatever the narration skills you have, whatever the theory you have prepared, that will not work there, because in the first level itself you will not able to like click that. So my personal suggestion is to that they should also spend some time in the logical things, so that it will give them a basically confidence in the working like as a working professional or working environment as well, and in the interviews as well. So that's I all want to say.
Okay, good. Good. So who else will share? I think initial stage we didn't able to hear Chinu whether she's back. So we're sharing hot points. We didn't able to hear at all. Chinu, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Oh yes. So you can share. You are sharing. We didn't able to hear at all. So I think it's better now. You can go ahead.
Okay, is it clear now?
It is better. Yes.
Okay. So I just noted down few points from the live interview session which you both were having. So from that, I just noted down few points for students actually. Uh, like I said, the first to be patient, as everyone has points confused. Some didn't get the question from the interviewer properly, and just politely ask him or her to explain it properly. Go for your random thoughts and mess it up. Don't do that. Just ask politely. Answering some question to the field which you are closely related. Be focused. Like what are the key points you need to say, and if possible, just showcase few points that will the interviewer will get a sense that you are up to date with the technology you are working in, and you are like you're familiar with the ongoing process, the research is going on, and what are the current projects highlights some of the other companies are doing. So that will give a sense of activeness, professional skills. And CV thing, I think Banjabai has covered it very well. And another point was when Bonjabai asked a question and Murlibai took a pause. Like if I take a 30-second pause so that I can use my pen and paper. So that was the impressive part for me, because in normal interviews, when coming to the freshers part, when freshers get like they appear in any interview or they need to face such kind of situation where they might need some resources like pen, paper, or need to have some just water also. They just hesitate to ask it. That it may put a negative impression, but be sure that it don't put any negative impression. Just don't keep silent or take more time in between. Just ask politely that I need 30 seconds or I need 1 minute time to do this. So that was a good thing which I noticed. And yes, be aware, well aware of the organization professional background and how you are fit for the job role. Last session of Bhanjabai, when you were saying that smart answers to the interview question, he has clearly highlighted it that be specified to the job role, because when companies advertise their job openings or they notify us with their job openings, we need to be careful for the job description, what are the expectation from the company side and what is the job role for, because confusions in my mind, project manager, team manager, and similar kind of stuffs, which is kind of bouncing thing for freshers at least. Assistant, project assistant, system assistant, so this kind of stuff. So be particular uh, be thoroughly informed before you appear in an interview. Just have clear knowledge about the job role and the company profile. Point is diversify your thoughts. Be exposed. Don't lower down your confidence. Just diversify your thoughts and go with the flow. Yes, those are the points which I liked from today's session. That's all.
Good. So now let's hear from students. Students, is having any questions or concerns? Students, feel free to, because this will be coming to you and soon this mock interview. So though we'll mentor you, but at the same time you should have at least overall learnings from this. You can prepare by yourself. Okay, so when students are thinking, so anybody else in
Yeah, Murli bhai.
alumni wanted to share.
Yeah, Murli
Yes.
Vikram here.
Yes,
In
Vikram.
meantime, if you allow me,
Haan,
I will
Vikram.
share a fun fact actually with the interviewer lately. So
Mhm.
if you allow, I will share.
Go ahead. Yes,
Yeah,
go ahead.
So it is actually a lot of students are doing these things. In the middle of my work, someone pinged me LinkedIn. So I didn't know her, know that guy before. So he just asked me directly, no hi, no hello. He just asked me how it is like to work at your company. So I replied, so have you talked before? It seems like you know me, but I forgot. Then he replied, nobody, it's the first time. So this was the conversation. So I also replied and I told some advantages of my company. And after 5 minutes, I got an invitation from my company to interview that guy. So he also got that invitation. So his confidence level was very low because he was surprised how he talked with me, and his interviewer was me. So he was quite nervous, and it is a fun fact actually. So those students are
Okay.
actually talking with the talking in LinkedIn with the company employees. So be careful actually. The first thing, and second thing is people are joining late. For example, you should in online interviews you could join earlier, not late. But most students are joining late. They are finding the earphone. They are something combing their hair with their fingers. So these things are really annoying. So I think this could help anyone.
Oh yes, that's a great point. Guys, please make a note. You join, I would advise that 15 minutes early, 1-5. 15 minutes early, be there, join. Maybe you can pause your audio video, but you join there at the right place. Maybe just 5 minutes before